of a traumatic wake.
Dave, we're right here, buddy.
Oh.
Says he won't show up for just me and Leo. Here I am. We're here. We were muted,
Yeah.
but we're here.
Just talking to ourselves.
Fortunately, there's no background audio when we're muted because I lost the copyright strike to that stuff, or the copyright to the music that was paired with this video. So
Weak.
now it's just silence.
Hello, silence, my old friend.
Gonna give it a couple minutes for people to show up here, like always. Leo, you just be glad we started on time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can be glad about that, sir. Hey, everybody.
Mike, were you over in the Peas stream? They were talking about you.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to chat, though, so I don't know if you were there.
Hey, Dave. And Audra and Linda. Lonnie.
Zach Kittle, you're absolutely right, says, got me some Apistos. Actually, he says, got me some Aspidoras.
Oh, not Apistos at all.
They are like Corey meets Loach. Very fun to watch.
I really like them, too. I think they're great.
I like them better than Corridoras.
I think, yeah, I would agree with that. I'm going to jump on that boat. Is it Will Bond? Will Bond?
Will I Bond?
Okay.
007.
Willie Bond.
007.
Aloha. I need Achilles, Pistogramma, and Beta Chinoides.
Well, use those discount codes and those links and go buy some.
What kind of... I was going to say, who has Chinoides right now? It doesn't... Moonlight have them?
No idea.
I think Moonlight might have them.
Ooh, starting off the stream with a yawn is always a fan favorite.
There you go. Do
Um,
that. It's a great idea.
Here we go, right here. Oh, wait, those aren't just betas.
Beta. Oh, they have
Beta.
They have Alba Marginata. I mean, you might be very specifically looking for Chinoides, so I apologize if this... I don't mean this in any offensive way, because I know it's annoying when someone says, we'll get this instead, but Alba Marginata, I've kept both, those and Chinoides. They are so similar in personality, looks, everything, and they're really enjoyable to keep, so if you'd be willing to deviate a little bit, because it can be hard to get your hands on Chinoides and Alba Marginata, so I could recommend the Alba Marginata highly. They're very enjoyable. Maybe you've already kept them. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to assume.
Where is the question? What is today's topic? Just a general Q&A, but I do want to point out, if anyone has seen next week's topic, Fish of the Congo.
Well, I certainly saw it and thought it was this week's topic, so I was like prepared for nothing.
Right here. So we're going to be talking about wild, rare, and seriously cool fish.
They're all cool.
So next week we're going to do a little talk on that. And I don't know if we will pay attention to chat while we do that. Probably not, to be honest. But then we will answer all the questions afterwards. So we're starting to roll out these streams with some topics because usually that brings in some more people, which the hobby seems to be dying. So anything we can do to bring in more people, the better, I feel.
Sad. Hey, Jody.
Hello.
Hey, everyone. Just everybody. Hello, everyone. Not that there's 8 million people here.
Is it pronounced beta or beta? It is whichever
whatever
way
you want it.
Technically, it's beta. Beta.
Mm-hmm. But if you say beta and someone tries to give you shit about it, don't listen to them.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. It's not. No one cares.
Zen Ginger, hello, says, I'm late. Blame Dr. Ted. That was a good stream.
Yeah, I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I like Dr. Ted. He's a funny guy, and I have a lot of family in New Jersey. That's where my dad's whole family lives.
Berta. Leo, member for 34 months. Thank you, buddy. Thanks you, buddy.
Tanks.
Would my pair of beta and Tuda easy rosy barbs?
Eat rosy barbs? Is that what we're asking?
If that's the question, the answer is no. If anything, the rosy barbs would pick on the betas.
I was going to say, yeah, that might be a weird combo. That might be interesting.
Is it pronounced Jody or Judy? I would be worried about the barbs, not the...
You mean the betas? Or
no, the barbs.
Oh.
The barbs picking on the betas.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I thought you meant... Yeah. Yeah.
Coming in from Steven's channel. Yeah.
Funnel right on over, guys. Hey, Barbara.
Dr. Ted is a cool kid. Plays a mean guitar, too.
Good for him.
Yeah, Doctor.
That's pretty cool.
He was on fire with his jokes today.
He was really funny. I enjoyed it. It was.
How do you make a platy sick? You look at it.
It's like how you make a discus die. You look at it. I mean, it's the same type of deal. But yeah, I like him.
And
cool
then
guy.
I've never kept live bear fish. What? Get off the stream right now.
Live bears are great.
It was interesting. I mean, I already learned this because our tequila goodeids overwintered under 5 inches of ice. Trout goodeids. But it was nice to know that many of the goodeids can go that cold. So
we had some big suckers in there.
Very unfortunate what happened to them.
Yeah, it was very sad because there were some really pretty ones in there.
Huge, but we'll get them again.
Yeah.
I can never not have trout goodeids.
No, they're really cool fish. Indoor, outdoor, wherever. They're just cool. I got back into the hobby after a few years, and I'm happy to be back. Well, welcome back. That's exciting. See, we need more people like that. We need people back. I'm sorry, Sharfenbean? Am I saying that right?
Sharfenbean.
Yeah, well, welcome back. Glad to have you back.
I was actually doing some thinking because I've got back into a hobby that I haven't been in for since I was a teenager. And so much has changed. And I'm just going through all these videos, asking the most basic questions. And I'm like, maybe I should be doing that kind of content for fish. How many people are brand new to the hobby and don't even know what a cichlid is?
And not entirely, just in addition to. We'd still have other stuff.
Yeah, she doesn't like beginner content.
No, I'm not.
She's too good for that. But
oh, my God.
all you noobs just head out somewhere else.
I appreciate beginner content because
Your kind's not wanted
I
here.
know it brings people into the hobby and keeps people in the hobby. I think that's the most. There's retention in that, and I get it, and I think we need that. It's just very. When I'm not captivated by something, I have trouble getting excited about it, but I see the value. If that makes sense.
Captivated. I would like to get tequila goodeids again at some point.
That would be cool. When you said that, I was like, oh, I wish we had tequila goodeids. That would be cool.
I've had those a few times on and
I've
off.
never kept them. I just think they're cool. And I
There's
know
lots of really cool goodeids out there.
Yeah. I had the red
Zen says, you want a few trout goodeids? I can send you at least 10. Yeah, and...
oh. I do. Yeah, I would take them.
Not right now, though.
Yeah, hold on to those for us.
We did get new fish last week. We got our honeycomb bristlenose plecos. Super excited. We got 7 of them. And finally, first new fish of the year.
Yeah, really. It's been a hot minute since we've gotten new fish, and it's pretty exciting. Other than fry, which is fun too, but it's not the same.
Gravity Digger says, I am new. I got my first 10-gallon yesterday.
That's exciting. What are you going to put in it?
Jeff says, maybe you'll talk about them next week. I guarantee you we will, but we can still talk about them now because you might miss it. I think I want some African butterfly cichlids. Not easy to find, though.
Really?
Are those the Thomasai?
Those are Thomasai.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I think Dan has them.
Yeah, they're not... I can find them very easily, Jeff. We can find them for you. I feel like we can find these for you.
Wait, is that right?
Watch, they're going to be sold out everywhere, and I can eat my words. No. Thomas, A-S-I. Yeah. They're not hard to find normally.
And they're sold out.
Just at Dan's, though. Hold on a second. Just a second.
Oh, I can search.
I used to literally throw a rock and hit those fish. They were everywhere I went.
I used to throw a rock at fish.
I did.
Animal abuse.
Yeah. That's me. Totally.
This would be a good one to breed for profit,
Absolutely.
too.
They are
sold out.
Let me just say, I have kept quite a few. I really enjoy them, but they have a lot of spunk for being little like they are. But they're...
And I lied. I might not talk about those next week. I read the first part, and I thought you were talking about the African butterfly fish. The upside down guy. What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. The African butterfly fish, not the cichlid.
Yeah.
That's what you were thinking, right?
That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
So that's what we're talking about next week.
But the Thomasai is another... Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just seeing if anybody has them anywhere, honestly. Oh, you know who freaking has them? That's who has them.
Aquahuna has them.
Yeah, if you want to, I'm not going to say anything, but they have them. They have them, and they're quite inexpensive.
Mitchell Broom says, not everyone has to cover all the same subjects. That's where it's nice for content creators to focus on different things. The group as a whole covers a lot of the hobby. Yep. I mean, I still get asked, where is my cycle video? Why don't I have a video on cycling tanks? And I'm like, every single creator has one. And people are still like, yeah, but I want your take on it.
Right. And that's the thing, is the different perspective. And for me, you know what it comes down to a lot of the time? The voice. or the personality of the person explaining it. Because if you're like watching paint dry, I don't even care what information you're giving me. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Beginner video idea: why you shouldn't throw rocks at fish.
Yeah, well, I'm not a beginner, so I can throw rocks at fish if I want to.
Tyler says, finally made a live, no replay crew today. I see your comments every time too. Replay queue.
That is always
crew.
Appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
And speaking of that, don't forget to hit the like button. I'm going to hound you all till we get over 100 people, just like last week.
Just Aquahuna. And I'm just trying to do you a solid, because if you want to keep them, like, yeah, it'd be great if one of our affiliates had them, but they don't, and that's fine. But Aquahuna has them. They are great fish.
What's the most relaxing tank, calm vibes in your community tanks, by far? Planted community tanks.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Were they asking what ours is, or just in general? Like,
what's the most relaxing? I mean, mine would be a planted like pencilfish tank, because pencilfish don't move very fast. They're very calm.
They're pretty.
You could throw in maybe some paradise fish.
Ooh, paradise fish. Yes.
I'd throw some Corridoras in there.
Corridoras always. Or
probably
Aspidoras or something.
No, they're too frantic, I think, for if you're looking for calm.
So little.
You're looking for calm, though.
I would put Aspidoras.
I do like Habrosis, something small.
Habrosis would be okay. That would be good. That'd be better. I like that too. But I love, that'd be a really good tank. I'd like that.
Leo with the first super chat of the day. Thank you so much, buddy. And Fluval is tripping, by the way. I saw your comment before the stream. Just so you know, I was not ignoring you. But I want your take on the cycle, Bobbert. You are a pretty cool dude. Plus, Chelsea is smarter than you too. Well, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's no secret.
I don't know about that.
I think the cycle is very important. If I made a video for beginners, I couldn't stress patience enough. Like, don't cut corners. Don't buy all the gimmicky products that are in a bottle that they try to sell you.
Frankly, what I wouldn't even tell people about, like, the sponge, like taking seeded media until after they learned the cycle and doing the cycle. Like, go through it one time at least, the whole thing, just to see, like, this is what it takes.
I agree, and don't call me Frank. How about a hatching softshell Florida turtle await relaxing fish? Turtles are very relaxing too.
Our turtles,
they just bob around in the water.
Well, except for that red-eared slider, my God, he gets going real fast sometimes. He's funny.
But if you want really relaxing, like a paludarium would be pretty cool too.
And just to, like, because I thought for a second this is what you asked, so I'm going to give you an answer to a question you didn't ask. For our tanks, the one that I personally like watch the most, not just because I love the fish and because I've waited forever for them, but because it's a calm tank, is our West African tank with the spotted Congo puffers, the lampi Congos, and the Disticotis. They're all floaters, all of them. They all kind of just float around.
Like they're dead?
Yeah, they're all dead. We have a bunch of dead fish. No, they're literally just, like I said before, ethereal is a good word because they float. They float around, they look gorgeous, and I could just stare at them all day long. All day long.
Will says the redfish video made me want to breed Betta chinoides.
Oof, I don't blame you. They're great. Beautiful fish.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that video. Not a lot of people did, but I did. It's usually the
like
way it works, though.
That's the way it goes, for sure. It's like with shorts, when I would put a ton of, like, thought into it and spend forever making them and get, like, 100 views, and then I, in 30 seconds, throw them together and go, whatever, this crap, and it gets, like, 8,000 views. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's awesome. No one cares about anything that I try at. That's all right.
Will, that Episto was a McMaster eye, in case you didn't know, but that's the one that was on the screen.
Oh.
Would you rather have one 125 or a 75 and a 40 gallon in the same space? That's pretty tough. I think it would depend on the fish I want to keep.
That's true.
I think a 75 and a 40 gives you more variety. Maybe you want like an aggressive fish and a community aquarium. You could have different biotopes if you wanted. But a 125 is one of my favorite sizes. So
I was going to say, if you want just a straight answer, like, I think that a 125, if you can get a 120, if you have access to and can fit it, I would do a 125. Even with small fish, you can fit a ton of small fish in there. It's a great tank.
Just ordered some Brachypterius altus.
Brachypterius altus.
From the wet spot. I hope you use my code. Busted. Although, if you don't want to save 10%,
trying to get him in trouble.
If you don't want to save 10%, that's not, whatever.
Fine. Don't waste your money.
I love fish that hover still in the water. They remind me of hummingbirds, like the hovering zebra loach.
Oh, yeah.
Or any of the darter tetras.
Darters. Yeah, the darters are great hovers.
A lot of the pygmy cories do that, too.
Pretty cute.
Paul, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. And yes, hit the like button. We're up to 70. 30 more to go.
Like. Always.
I'm gonna be lame and like my own stream. How
yes, I could do it. I'll do it too.
That's 2 likes right there.
Yeah. Boom. Oh, whoops! I'm watching cooking videos. There are worse things I could be watching. Right.
So yeah, I might be posting as far as making beginner videos. I don't know that I can still bring myself to do one on the cycle though.
I'll do it.
But
I'll have attitude the whole time.
I know.
Be angry. It'd be like an angry video.
Order from Moonlight. I used your code. Thanks. Awesome.
Nice. What'd you get? Is this the one who got the...
I exhausted your code even with using 2 emails. Well, then use 3.
Believe me, there's endless emails, my friend. You can make as many as you please.
I can't even tell you how many Petco emails I have for that new customer discount.
Oh, wait a minute. Did they get hip to it? And like now if you use the phone number, is it something else? Is it like your address that's triggering it or something and not the like email? Because I've noticed that some sites do that now where you can they recognize the information and they're like, we're not getting away with it. Hey, Paul.
Legion says, Bob, after getting some Kalitawa eggs from Gary Lang and raising them up for the past year, I now understand why rainbows are your favorite. Such beautiful and awesome fish. I'll never get rid of them. Yeah, they're really cool. And there's so many species that don't have the gigantic forehead that people hate. So, like, even if you don't like rainbows because of their shape, there's plenty of other rainbows that don't have that shape.
This is excellent. Daniel, Bob. The 125 would be for a single betta fish so that I can be the champion of moral superiority on Reddit. That's a really good answer.
Man, I gotta stay off Reddit for fish stuff. It's awful.
It is a cesspool for fish stuff. For most things, let's be honest. But I still end up reading it because I just think it's funny what people get into on there. And I'm like, man, you guys
I wonder if
are
it's
lame.
shipping address. I don't know. I have multiple wet spot codes from before I worked with them or emails. I have 3 of them, as a matter of fact. And I got to use the, before my code, they had the, 5% newsletter code. And so I used that multiple times with 3 emails, but who knows?
Well, I would agree that, for rainbow fish, I don't really love a 55 because I think why not a 75? But for rainbow fish specifically, I feel like they're a good one for that. If you can have a 75, but 55s work for rainbow fish, for a lot of them. I kept them in one, and they did really well.
Her209, whoa, it's been a minute since I've caught a live Steenfott Aquatics live stream. Welcome. It has been a while. I always recognize the 209.
Is that your area code? Because that would mean you're in California, Northern California.
Even Corey has rainbows nowadays. I know. And it's funny, when I was over there one day, we were working on tanks. I was like, you should put rainbows in here. And he's like, so I wonder who actually suggested him where he was like, yeah.
Sometimes all it takes is just getting to that point where you're like, you know what? I've kept a lot of stuff and I haven't kept this. Might as well, or whatever.
That is such the perfect tank for rainbows. Honestly, I don't... I probably would have got different ones, but hey, as long as he has them. I got 6 black Corys. I pulled about 300 black Schultz eye eggs so far this week.
Lots of eggs.
Now that we're back in the fish room, they're spawning again. It's back to ridiculous amounts of eggs.
Chase, that is true. Bettas are interesting. I had one that left my shrimp alone and another that would hunt them down. Yeah, some care, some don't. Just like people, some people like sushi, some people don't.
Gross.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. See?
Great Corey impression. I do good impressions. She loves it when I do her.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's her favorite.
That's the best. You do great accents too.
Mm-hmm.
He's really talented at that.
Let me
out
of the car, Cole. Let me out of the car.
That's the only.
Let me out of the car, Cole.
When you test them. If you guys can tell us what that's from, you get a special point.
No, Steven knows. He knows.
Oh well,
all
Steven
of them.
knows. Steven don't say anything. Steven, you're not even allowed to speak.
What's your favorite barb? Yours is the African butterfly barb, but mine is Pethia galeus.
It's not a butterfly barb. It's a banded barb.
What are you talking about?
You said my favorite barb, and that's the African banded barb.
I said my favorite is Pethia galeus.
I know, but you said butterfly barb. I don't know what that is.
That's his favorite one.
Oh,
he says
I
that's
thought
my
you said
favorite
for
barb.
me.
What is yours?
You were reading it. I understand now.
Yes, that's
I
what
didn't
we
understand.
do. We read comments. Is it your first day? First day on the job here?
It feels like it.
You feeling all right?
I'm okay.
Oh yeah, Leo's 209 too. I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm. Central Valley, yet northern. You know, they try to say Sacramento Central Valley. I don't think so.
Yours is probably the banded.
Yes, it is.
I guess you just said that.
I did. I made it about me.
I'll show you mine.
I made it all about me. Sorry.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Oh, boy. Yikes.
Hey, look. That's me.
Is it?
Look at that picture.
How cute.
That is the best picture.
Fresh.
Wait, how do I go back?
It's very accurate. It's a very good picture.
Yeah, that's like the best. I have like the best picture.
It's great. Congratulations.
So if you want to go learn about these, Pethigalius, a comprehensive guide on the golden dwarf barb. I just happen to have a whole write-up on them because that's how much I love them.
Barbara knows what's up. She likes
That's
sushi. Steven, yeah, zip it. Zip it. No one's said anything. No one knows what that's from. I'm serious. I want to know.
Let me out of the car, Cole.
They're two very big actors. Like, you should know who these people are.
I'll give you a hint. It's the redneck version of Top Gun.
It's so good. It was one of my favorite movies as a child. Loved it.
Bettas are interesting. I had one that left my shrimp alone and another koi betta that hunted all my shrimp down.
Stop it. Stop. 707 is the true north. Yeah, that's so funny.
We got the light going now.
It is true north.
83.
I hope you're having a good day, Hip Hop Hillbilly.
Yep, we are having a good day.
Yes, it's been so far so good.
Cheryl says, I'm finally trying Rosie and Cherry Barbs. Basic, but new to my aquarium.
Nothing wrong with basic.
Rosie Barbs are amazing.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with basic.
There we go. Days of Thunder.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, this is an excellent film. Rubbin is racing. So good.
Do horseface loaches destroy aquascapes? Not in my experience. I mean, they can. They do burrow, but if you have plants are well rooted, they're not going to cause.
I don't categorize fish that dig in the earth or burrow as plant killers. You know what I mean? I consider severums that kill plants as plant killers personally. That's how I look at that.
That was Kidman.
This one it's like one of the only movies she uses her accent in. She didn't frequently do that.
Still got the Tegu lizard.
She just woke up. Well, I woke her up.
It was my fault.
It wasn't your fault.
I was like, it's like mid-April and she's still brumating.
He's like, I don't like that she's not up yet.
Maybe we should make sure she's not dead. And you were like, no, she's fine. But then I put it in your head.
Yeah, then
I got it. And then literally the next day, you were in here tearing her
I ripped out. She got underneath her lining, and so she was like, I'm glad I did because she was all the way underneath, and I don't know if she could have gotten out. What?
The impression was so bad. It threw off everyone.
No one could tell what it was.
I couldn't make it easy.
I think that's his good one. Are you kidding? That one's really good.
I have a great Australian accent.
I wish I could take her out right now, but she's still a little like
groggy.
She freaked out because I was trying to get her out and she was whipping, and she's much bigger. That's the thing about brumation. She's a bigger girl now.
Today marks 1 day of quitting smoking cigarettes. I'm rooting for you, buddy.
Congratulations. That's a big deal.
I hope next week it'll be day 8.
I'm proud of you. Proud of you.
Keep it going, man. Cigarettes are disgusting.
Yeah.
No offense if you smoke them.
It's not good for you. Stop it. But good for you. That's
you just
amazing.
Stink.
Yeah. The vape, I'll even take people vape over smoking because, like, again, it stinks. Like,
or at least just smoke nicotine. Like, don't smoke black tar.
American spirits.
Plus, nicotine is actually good for you.
Bakersfield is really the valley. I mean, really, it's like if we want to start breaking stuff down here, I guess we could split hairs. Don't lie to them; they last longer. Been on the same cigarette for probably 30 years. When they hit $2 in Virginia, they were cheap there. Yeah, I remember my mom used to smoke, and I remember the last time she asked me if I run up and get her cigarettes, and I remember literally going up there, and they were like, "That'll be $10," and I was like, "I'm sorry, what?"
That's not a knife.
You call that a knife? Oh, I had a big time party foul today. I was asked for a knife, and I have a knife, and I did not have it on me.
You were gifted a very nice knife.
I love that. Well, I love knives in general, and I love that knife. And it's a pocket knife, so therefore, where is it supposed to be? In your pocket. That is not where my knife was. Doesn't serve a purpose.
It wasn't even in the vicinity.
I didn't even have it.
It
with
wasn't
me.
even in the right zip code.
I didn't even have it anywhere near me at all. If whatever works for you, man, nicotine, whatever helps you quit, do it. Well, as long as it's not drugs.
Hey, I'm on day 8 years of drinking, so.
That's a big
gotta start somewhere.
You do. It all starts one day at a time, man. Been fighting with it's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy. I know a lot of people that have quit, and it was not an easy thing at all. So it's an accomplishment for sure. But you can do it. You can all
and
do
then
it.
if you hop back on and you smoke one, just next time try to make it longer.
Yeah.
Made it 3 days.
Don't beat yourself
maybe
up.
next day time you'll make it 5 days.
Right.
I quit cold turkey, but it was pretty easy for me because I didn't like who I was. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of times when you just hit
and I
that
suffered
point.
very expensive consequences. Made it very easy to stop.
Yeah.
My pocket knife is with TSA since yesterday.
No. Yeah, that's why I always leave mine at home when I'm going to the airport. Unfortunately.
I left a hunting knife in my backpack when I went to not Shella, the other one, the Aquatic Experience. And I made it through Seattle's TSA.
Wow, that's surprising.
Or maybe that was the New Jersey. Yeah, that was when we went to Jersey. But the Jersey TSA found it. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was in there.
What do I consider NorCal? Like South Bay and up? I don't know. So San Jose and up? Yeah, that'd probably be San Jose and up. That would be my NorCal, I guess.
I quit cigarettes when they went for 50 cents a pack. I was in 8th grade, and mostly my friends borrowed them from me anyways.
You're like, thanks a lot. Costing me a whole lot of money, you losers.
Steven said I suffered greatly after that Saturday night stream.
Wait, what? What happened?
You weren't watching the stream?
Wait, what happened?
Man, you would not believe what happened.
What?
25 years without a drink and 12 free from smoking. There you go.
Congratulations.
Like I said, it all starts with day one.
It is an accomplishment. Wow. Quit cold turkey from 2 cartons a week. My great-grandparents smoked like 3 packs a day for years and years. It was their house, because they smoked inside. Oh my God. I didn't think that smell would ever come out. Like, it was awful. It was awful.
I quit smoking and drinking 12 years ago. If I can do it, so can everyone.
Can do it. Barb. Yeah, that was funny.
When I was in high school, my dad found a pack of cigarettes, but I had never smoked.
Oh.
I worked at a golf course and somebody left them in the golf cart.
Oh, you.
And I was like, ooh, I'm going to be the cool guy at high school and bring cigarettes. But I never smoked them because they were so disgusting. Like,
They are disgusting.
I remember opening and smelling them, and I'm like, why would anyone put this in their mouth?
I used to steal.
I still got in trouble because, of course, your parents never believe you.
Yeah, no. I used to steal my stepdad's packs of his cigarettes to randomly smoke with my friends in high school, and he never ratted me out. He never dimed me out. My stepdad did me a lot of solids. Like, they went out of town to Tahoe for 4th of July one year, and I didn't want to go when I was in high school, and I ransacked the house and drank my parents' alcohol. And what happened? He covered for me. So
anyways, let's smoke some fish because that's way better.
Who said that?
I just did.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You should do that.
Some smoked salmon.
Ooh. But good salmon. Not store salmon. I find like there's never good salmon in the stores. I don't know where to buy good salmon. Does anybody have a good salmon source? So I don't know where that would be.
I watched the whole auction not buying fish because I wanted those Greg Sage Line Green Dragon plecos, and it was outbid in 30 seconds. My max was 125. They're just the green dragon bristlenose.
Oh, Greg Sage Line. I thought what you said was something different. Okay, I got it. It was his specific line of green dragons. Don't we have green dragons?
We have one longfin.
Okay. That's the one in the okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it's a female.
Yeah.
I want to get super reds. I don't like the longfin green dragons, to be honest.
I don't like longfin.
I don't like any of the longfin plecos.
No. Just regular fins is fine.
I'd rather just have a green bristlenose and a red.
Love the color. Yeah, the green's it's a cool color for sure. Smoking hats were great in the 50s.
Fish for life. I have not kept them, but they are on my list. I definitely want to. Says, have y'all kept Enigmaticchromis lucanici? Are they mean? I wouldn't say they're any meaner. So we're actually working on a video about fish that are sold as mean or advertised as mean that are not. And I think what the problem with a lot of these fish is they're aggressive when they're spawning, but they're not aggressive. And even aggressive is a bit strong. They're protective when they're spawning. And a lot of people mistake that for aggression. But no, I don't. Again, coming from someone who's never kept them, but I've read a lot about them and watched a lot of videos on them, I would not call them aggressive fish.
I think that one of the most, like, that happens with a lot of Central Americans where they're deemed as aggressive because of their protective nature with their fry, and they're constantly spawning, so they're always protecting them. That's just a sidebar on aggression.
What is normally the Tegu's first meal after brumation? Whatever. I mean, there's not like a rule.
She's going to get tilapia. That's what she's going to get. That's what she gets most of the time because that's what she prefers. But she'll probably get a frozen, thawed mouse at some point just because it's whole prey. So, but yeah, normal stuff. Some veggies and fruit. I'm not going to feed her yet, though.
I think they just got those in stock at the wet spot, too.
What? Yeah, they did. I was just about to say that they just got the Lucanici. She's looking at me right now. Hi.
Yep, there they are. $60 for a purr.
Hey, girl.
I'm assuming $60. Yep. Only 10 in stock. Buy them all.
Get them while you can.
$600. Get 10 per.
They're very pretty.
Yeah.
Very pretty. Again, I love these types of fish because the females are so much prettier than the males.
Which is rare.
Very rare. Very rare. Got our Drachenfelsai. I was just looking in there earlier and I'm like, man, that's an attractive pelvic achromis.
Barbara says, I was excited to win. Barbara, you win everything. What the heck, man?
That's cool.
I was excited to win the Melanotania Trifasciata Blythe River. They're going in the 75 with my other 3.
Nice.
Green dragons are not consistent enough. It's only a small percentage of the spawn that are truly green dragons, and it takes time to be able to tell for sure. But people still sell the whole batches at. Yep.
Yeah, that happens.
And in my opinion, I don't like it when they short fins are sold as green dragons. I don't consider those.
How's that a dragon?
Yeah, how's it a dragon?
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
I don't like it.
But I also like I actually like the calicos better than the green dragons too. But the reds are my favorite though. I wish I still had.
The reds are lovely.
I got super reds from Barbie Fiorentino, and she got them from a German line, and they were probably the reddest of the reds that I've ever seen. They were very nice, and I wish I still had them.
I wish I could have like kept up with the poop factor with my breeding trio that I had. That Splash sold them to me for really cheap because they wanted me to have them and breed them, and then I was like, I can't handle the poop. I couldn't. It was all poop all the time, all day long. Poop, poop, poop. They rasped on the wood. Poop, poop, poop.
I wonder who had the idea of putting fish on pizza. That's disgusting.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Jody says I should be getting the Corridors Equus this week that I won on a raffle, and also the David Sonai Corey from another raffle.
Wow.
Jody, you're all over the place.
You guys are just on fire over here. I don't win anything. Kidding me?
The Equus are nice. They're difficult to spawn, though, so I don't know if you're going to try to spawn them, but good luck if you are.
Hey, Mountaintop. What up?
Why don't we ask Mountaintop, can you tell us what do Congo spotted puffer eggs look like?
And how do they deposit
white or are they clear like most fish eggs?
Because my biggest question is, ours were definitely spawning again because like the male bites onto her. He was holding onto her for over an hour, and they were just kind of floating around. And she now is hovering over this spot and like will not move. And there's some like gunk in the corner, and I can't really tell, but I thought I saw something like eggs. But then I was reading like they try and deposit them in certain areas. So I just want to know like where do they put them? What's the general?
With the band app again. Gotta get the band app, Chelsea.
I couldn't find anything on band, dude. I was like looking through there.
Yeah, dude.
I was so frustrated. I was like, what am I, an idiot? Like,
I still haven't downloaded it.
I tried to look and like nothing shows up, and I don't know if it's one of those super sensitive searches where it's like if you put one word in, like I don't know what I'm even really looking for either. So I don't know.
Clear, negatively buoyant.
Interesting. So okay, all right. And they don't care where they put them. Like, will they just leave them like on something or deposit that? Like, where do they put them? Like, what do they do with them generally? I know that's such a like oddly phrased question, but because she's just kind of like I said, hovering over this one spot. That would be the coolest thing ever.
My second EBA, I believe, is turning out to be a male. Bigger male EBA chases him around after feeding and early in the morning for a good hour. Should I rehome the little guy? No damage either, just chasing.
What size is the tank?
Yeah, if your tank is big enough, you probably don't need to.
You don't need to. I kept multiple males, and they will get a little. My male, my like alpha male was like, I am in charge, but it would only, like you said, no damage. And I had him in 75, and they stayed away from each other for the most part.
But another good fish to breed for profit.
Excellent fish to breed for profit, especially now that they go for like $20 a pop, even when they're small.
Jody says she will email you all the good raffles. Bob, didn't you say you wanted to get another hairy puffer? I've always wanted to get another hairy puffer. Will I actually get another hairy puffer? Probably not anytime soon, but there's a lot of stuff I want that I'm never going to get.
Yeah, I think that's a true statement.
Like my Benthachromis tricotti, never going to get those. Too cool to breed puffers. I will subscribe. You need to subscribe to Mountaintop Puffer Keeper because he's the one.
Wait, you have a username on band? Do I have one? It just says Chelsea. What does that mean?
Lisa the Wolf says, speaking of community tanks, I put some mollies in with my 2 shabunkins because I didn't want any more fry.
Shabunkins.
Somehow 3 fry have survived and are nearly bigger than the shabunkins.
I don't think goldfish are super effective. They're kind of dumb eaters. Like if it happens along by their mouth, they might eat it, but I don't think they're going to seek out fry. They seek out duckweed in a lot of cases, but...
The male gets very intense colors with a jet black dot on the cheek and normally patrols the spawning site, but I'm sure the female could guard it a bit.
He's like right behind her. So that's the thing. Like he's never far. He looks like he's watching her. I don't know. It's very weird. Like he's very like if she does something, he'll come over. Like I don't know. He tries to keep her in line almost. Like he doesn't let her do much without like directing her. It's very interesting.
Gravedigger says my longfin green dragons came from the wet spot a few years back, very brown. And won't sell young. Yeah, they're just... It's like the green jade shrimp. Green jade shrimp. I think those are kind of a crock, too.
What breeding project would you do in a 75? Thanks. Electric blue acara. If you want to make money, if it's just for fun, Bolivian rams. Either you can do Bolivian rams for profit, too, probably. But they're a little bit harder than the electric blue acara just breed themselves. And I loved my tank full of electric blue acara.
Because I have Goodyead on the brain, I would say trout Goodyeads.
Yeah, that's another good one because they get pretty sizable.
That's a very big tank to breed in, though, so I don't know, like...
That's why I say EBA. It's because mine spawn like absolute crazy in a 75, so they're a good one for a 75. To spawn, at least. Both being male, should I separate before adding a female? It is a 40-gallon community tank.
Christopher says, Jody, we can invite her to the good groups if we know her username. She doesn't even know her username.
Where would it say that? Does it say it somewhere? Like, can you tell me where to look? Because
your username is Chelsea.
It just says my name. I don't know, like, is that home? Maybe if I try...
This is why I hate apps.
Yeah, I don't even understand. I'm getting so annoyed. I'm like, what is this? Okay. I don't know what any of this shit means. Sorry. Oops. I don't know.
So does that mean my light brown longfin pleco could be a green dragon? No, not if it's brown. I don't think it's going to change. It says under your profile.
Okay, default profile. That's me. Set profile. It just says my name. Is it just Chelsea then? Is there no other Chelseas in Hall of Band? You tell me.
Apps are dumb.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I still can't. Manage profile.
Has the weather gotten warm enough where you're at for the start of summer tubbing? No, it still froze out here last 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be doing summer tubbing this year. I mean, the rice fish that are out there will stay out there. The goldfish that have been out there for years will stay out there. But I'm not going to be doing any summer tubbing because hopefully we won't be around.
Yeah. Although I've been thinking about it, and I wouldn't be necessarily mad at moving back to Sacramento in fall. As the hot weather, because it's just starting to heat up there, and it's already 85 degrees, and that's nothing. And I forget about that.
Is anyone growing aquatic plants terrestrially? I used to do it a lot back when I was a part of the HAP program, and I got the HAP Person of the Year, whatever that's called. But yeah, I used to do it.
When I was little, I had a common goldfish that swallowed a baby bullhead cat. I believe that too. I don't think they wouldn't.
Here, give me that thing. I'll find it.
I just feel like it wouldn't be something that like I said. I feel like they're lazy eaters in the sense that like even though they're very driven by food, they just kind of like whatever happens into their mouth, they eat. That's kind of how it seemed with mine. And all the goldfish I was ever... My mom kept... We had ponds growing up, and there was goldfish, and they literally were like... Whatever hit their mouths, they ate. I have a few ponds going in the back I have for tadpoles. Throwing guppies to eat mosquitoes. Can't put them out till May when the temp is above 70. Yeah. It's 80 here in the Bay. That's wild, Barbara. I remember when the being 80 in the Bay was like crazy. I remember one time I was in Berkeley. This was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. And it was 92 degrees or something like that. And everyone was freaking out because, you know, no one has AC or anything because it's the Bay. And everyone was like, what's happening? We're all going to die. And I was like, yeah, I don't come here during my birthday month to have it be hot. I try to get away from the heat. That's the whole point of being here. It was wild. That was like the beginning of the heat in the Bay Area, too. It started getting really friggin' hot there in the summer. Those spotted Congo parents eat the eggs. Oh, but they don't really get to focus on it. I guess 1,000 eggs per spawning. Okay, so it'd be super obvious. Two puffer tails throwing plants and eggs everywhere. That's funny. I don't know, I'm just watching them because they've now done this several times. Like, this is not the first instance of them doing this. So I just like to keep an eye on them when they do it and try and observe how they're behaving and where they go and what they do.
I give up.
It makes no sense. I can't find it.
What a stupid app.
If you do that aggressive fish stream, can you show behaviors? I think it's going to be a video.
Yeah, it's going to be a video.
That people think is I separated all my paradise grommies because I wasn't sure if it was normal or upsetting. That's funny. Paradise fish are known to be like that. That's not uncommon, but I don't think it's like... It depends on how big your tank is. If you have a big enough tank for it, it's fine. But if they're getting into it and they seem unhappy, then it might be worth separating them.
What are a few good aquatic plants to begin terrestrial growing project? All of the foreground plants. Monte Carlo, any of like the micro chainsword, all of the super highlight foreground plants is what I did because it's just easier to start them out that way.
Yeah, South Bay is definitely warmer. My cousins used to live in South Bay.
Fishing Barn says, I had to go to work trip to Italy in the summer one year, and it was 100 degrees with no AC. Absolutely horrible. Ugh. Sounds horrible.
Yeah, that's the thing about you have to have AC in Sacramento. You have to. You will die. Literally, some people die. Old people have been known to die because they couldn't afford their heat bill or their cooling bills. Get shut off.
Oh, if there was 1,000 eggs, we would know if they spawned then.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, okay, thousands of eggs. Yeah, I forgot about that. Unless they already ate them. I don't know. They've just been acting all, sus. I'm trying to keep an eye on it.
Also don't know that we have the B-roll to do like, this is spawning aggression and this is just regular jerk aggression.
Yeah. I would think that I know newer people may not know, but if you've kept fish long enough, you can tell the difference between what a fish behaves like when they have no fry and no eggs versus how they behave when they do. I had rainbow cichlids, which are a smaller Central American cichlid, and they were the sweetest fish ever when they weren't spawning, but they were always spawning. So for 5 minutes, they'd be super chill, and then when they'd spawn, they were absolute dicks. They just...
Like,
awful.
Angelfish are a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I hate angelfish, everyone says they're aggressive. But people are keeping them at like 82 degrees, which makes them
pissed off.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Like that's like spawning weather.
And when they spawn, they're very protective. So, yep.
Keep them at 78, they're not going to be aggressive.
Mine were never aggressive. They were only when they spawned. That was it. She looks so tired. Her head is she's just like, whoa. No food yet, so she is tired. Are you out, Steven? Is he out? What's happening? Steven going? There's happy birthday, Steven. It's your birthday?
Steven's sons.
Oh.
You got to read the whole comment.
Shit. Happy birthday to him. How old is he?
11. Got to read the whole comment.
I didn't read any of it. God, 11 is such a good age.
Says all that information in the
I
comment.
used to have, that was like one of the best years, 11. South Park came out. I loved 11. It's great.
From Stranger Things?
What?
11?
South?
You said you loved 11.
Oh, the age 11.
Get it?
No, I don't.
That was a reach.
I'm not.
That
I'm not even.
That was a bit of a
I was
stretch.
gonna say that's the opposite of low hanging fruit. I can't reach that fruit.
That's not low hanging.
I said that's the opposite.
What? Want some killifish to throw in the outdoor pond this year?
Killy.
I would do probably not the killifish you're looking for, but I think lamp-eye killifish would be really cool outside, especially top down with their eyes.
Okay, so she did. That's what that was then. That mark on her, a grab mark, because that's where he hangs on to her. Remember, I said, "What is that mark on her?"
It looked like a heater burn.
It did. It was like
it looked like a heater burn that had healed over.
Yeah, it was like an indentation on her stomach, but then it's not. Yeah, okay, maybe that's what it was. This is all starting to make sense. An SF heat wave used to be 80. Yeah, for 3 days. Yep. No, it hits over 100 now. It's gross. It's disgusting.
And none of them have AC.
Yeah, they're all screwed.
Suckers.
They're all gonna fry.
Well,
there.
you live in California, you're screwed anyways.
Okay. All right.
Isn't gas there like $7 a gallon?
It was. Not now. It hasn't been for a long time. But I paid, the most I ever paid was $7.
Memberships, super stickers, and super chats. Oh my, they are fun and they help support the channel.
Thank you, Zen.
Thank you, Fish Fam Link.
Zen does all that. Oh, and Zen, thank you for that too. Yes, I did just skim Steven, gotta head out birthday. That is exactly what happened, and I made assumptions. Assumptions were made. That's what happened. Sorry. My bad.
My AC unit went out last week, $7,500. Hot water heater died today. That's $2,300.
Hot damn.
Oof.
Christopher, I'm sorry. That sucks. So your HVAC went out, huh? Yeah, that's
Earthquake
lame.
here in SoCal today.
Oh no. Bad one? Like how bad? That's no good. I hope everyone's okay and their stuff is okay.
Speaking of Fish Fam Link, where's Matt been? I haven't seen him in forever.
What the hell?
He's probably here and I just been ignoring his chat.
You look like a real jerk. I'm just co-signing on whatever you're saying, so who's the real jerk?
Living on a lake many years, I have seen muskie wash in dead because they tried to swallow a giant walleye or something and get caught in their throat. That's the worst.
It's brutal, man.
We had that Akara swallow that shell.
I have never been more
stressful.
Do you know how long did it take us to get that shell out of his freaking mouth? It was like a half-hour thing of like me like just going, I'm gonna skewer this fish. I'm gonna shove these tweezers right through this fish and want to die. But no, it worked out. It was amazing that it worked. I couldn't, because this snail was big. Like I don't even know how he ate the freaking snail. Like stupid.
Christopher says, Matthew, I asked you before, but I think you missed it. What was the species of puffer you've been having a hard time finding? Says the dude who's moving to California for his wife. Yes.
What a good husband. That's how much he loves me.
Moving into the depths of hell.
It's only in certain ways is it the depths of hell.
Problem with mosquito fish in the tadpole ponds is they will be cold in May, and I don't know how warm at the bottom in August, so fancy tail guppies are perfect. Mosquito fish can go warm.
They are very, what's the word I'm looking, adaptable.
Liquid Zoo has been on hiatus.
Oh. Taking a moment.
This Matt or a better Matt?
No, Matt. You know what's so funny is for a minute I was going to go, but I know, Matt, I see you. I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Can't find a better Matt.
Shh. Okay. That was low-hanging fruit.
Little Pearl Jam.
There's the other fruit right there. Okay. No, Matt, how are you doing? I know you're doing well. I see all the cool stuff you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff you do with SAC PD, it's so cool. Those videos are sweet.
Now maybe the ABI. We should message the Westbot and see if they can order some.
Oh, yeah.
Are those Scarlet Baddis? I don't know if Scarlet Baddis are in this video, but there are Tiger Baddis in this video.
Which are better. Well,
far better.
Yeah, they are.
The Blue Baddis is better. I think all Baddis is better. I'm not a fan of Scarlet Baddis.
No, I'm over I've been there, done that. There's many other Baddis to keep, and moving on to other Baddis. But they're so good. I mean, I would still recommend people keep Scarlet Baddis. They're very cool fish to keep. Like little, I don't know, lots of bravado. I love my favorite thing. Let's keep it that.
All right, if you want to be a killjoy, just not allowed to have fun, I guess.
Oh, his life's really hard. I feel bad for him.
No, I'm a terrible singer. Like, I'm not trying
No,
to...
you're not.
Oh, please.
Give me a break.
Please.
Let's do this for a while. Sing me a sad song.
That's Better Man. Or Better Matt.
But nothing's wrong with Scarlet Baddis. Okay, let's not get it twisted here. Nothing is wrong with Scarlet Baddis. I think a lot of us have kept them. Been there, done that. There's a lot of other really cool, underrated Baddis that I think are more interesting.
The problem with Scarlet Baddis is they overshadow every other Baddis that are...
Like many fish, yeah. They're so cool fish. I'm not, like, hating on the Scarlet Baddis. I just think there's other Baddis that are cooler. Like the ones we saw last time we were at the wet spot. The coolest of Baddis. The coolest.
Mitchell says, I've been really liking the Baddis Osamensis I got from the West Spot a while ago. A Baddis that is interactive like a big betta and doesn't hide.
That's what I was so impressed with. They were so cool.
Yep, they had a couple of those bigger species. Watch our Baddis video. You'll see some other species besides a Scarlet Baddis.
And the size is what's really surprising is they're so much larger. So much. She's out. Poor girl. God, look at how much she's going to need to shed something fierce. I can't wait till she gets that layer off. Oh, Du Bois eye, yeah. Is it Du Bois eye? How did they say it? I've always wondered.
Du Bois eye. I don't know.
I don't know either. What live bear breeds the fastest? All of them? No. Guppies?
Yeah.
Endlers?
I mean, technically, I don't know.
I bought 6 endlers, and in 3 months, I had over 100
million.
It felt like that. And I abruptly gave them to my local fish store and said, please don't be mad at me for this, but take these away from me.
I still want a tank full of captive, hatched, spotted Congos, Matthew, even though I'm bringing in a bunch of wild caught. I'm hoping your research will make it so we won't have to import them anymore.
Wouldn't that be amazing? I have more faith in Mountaintop for like making that happen in the United States than I do in anybody else. So you can do it, dude.
You don't need a mod for that, buddy. I can do it.
Oh my.
Although I'm sure Zen will beat me to it, but I'm still going to try.
Ready, set, go.
No, I don't like my mods that have jobs. They're just here to hang out, not do work.
I think Zen's just an overachiever.
I'm not even looking at chat because I know she's already linked it, but...
I just see your name. I don't know what it says, though.
Nope.
Oh, good. She's talking to somebody.
Don't watch it till after this live stream, though.
Don't go anywhere.
Battle of the Baddis fish. Tiny fish with big attitudes. It's 19 minutes long, too.
Ooh, it's a long one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one, though.
13,000 views.
I liked that one.
Not a good like ratio. People don't like Baddis, I guess.
Whatever.
Only 96% likes.
People don't know what they like.
I know.
Just did.
Idiots.
I'll tell you what you like. Stay tuned.
You like what I tell you to like.
Yeah. That's the plan. Yeah, she has a mind reader. That's what I said. She's an overachiever in every sense of the term.
I said I was going to link it anyways. I literally said, I know she's already probably linked it, but I'm linking it anyway, so I feel better.
So, meh. There.
We got 96 viewers. We just need a couple more likes.
Come on, guys. I can't like our stream again. Actually, I have I could sign into a different YouTube channel and do it.
We need Bob Vance in here with his 18 accounts.
Yeah, can we get some help here, please? Can somebody cheat? Thank you. Oh, pikes. Oh, pikes. God. Why?
I'm getting there, Christopher. That paramecium feeding stage is still being sorted in good numbers. It would be easier without a day job.
I bet it would. I bet it would. Impressive what you can do whilst maintaining the day job.
Gonna start breeding lemia for the hairy puffer. What kind of lemia? The Paraguay?
Okay.
Matthew, I will send you a message on Discord with what's available. If you see a couple that you want, I would be happy to get them for you. I want to get fish.
Jesus Christ.
But I never go on Discord, so I'm SOL.
We need to try harder than ever to not get more fish right now. Unless it is something like... We need to try not to get more fish. Unless we're adding to what we have.
Is that the video where Bob is wearing the Blockbuster video hoodie? There's a few of those.
That was a good find, huh?
What do you feed your puffers? Snails.
That's what we feed ours.
And bloodworms.
And bloodworms every now and then, but mostly snails.
And sometimes when it rains, I pick up earthworms and throw them in.
Yeah, they'll eat what else would they? Oh, they will eat a superworm. I've watched that happen. I used to feed superworms to the ABI. They eat them. Crickets, they'll eat crickets too, but that's not like a regular thing. Snails are what's best for us.
We lost people. I asked for likes and we lost people.
How rude. One person. Bye. Not really. I don't mean it.
Heard from the puffer guru source that the Limia vitata are like duckweed.
Interesting. Huh.
I'm sad my daughter was going to bring by leftover smoked brisket. I mean, she can mail it to me. I'll have it.
You can just mail that brisket on over. Thank you very much.
I haven't had brisket in years.
My Grammy make really good brisket.
Corey and I used to eat brisket like every week. And then he moved, so that he's not by the brisket place anymore. Very sad.
He's closer to us. He's
When
just
have
not
I
by the
had-
brisket place anymore.
I can't even remember the last time I had brisket.
God, it was at mine was when at Christmas when my grandma made it. Probably. It's been so long. So she doesn't get hungry before tomorrow. She's gonna eat your brisket.
You can't get rid of me, Bob. Why would I get rid of you?
Yeah, why would we want to get rid of you, Leo? That'd be silly.
What are you talking about?
Just silly. Ooh, leftover from gathering at the in-laws, eh? That's always fun. It's nice when other people cook, because a lot of times when I cook, I'm like, I don't want this now, because I had to make it.
It's very fun. What?
Nothing.
Favorite USA brand of aquarium equipment, fish food, etc. for in the hobby? I have no idea.
It's hard to say just one because there's so many like things from different brands that I don't know. I couldn't pick one.
I feel like USA brands of aquarium equipment should be cashing in right now because they don't have to quadruple their prices.
Yeah, if there are there any really anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't even know if there are any. To be unless you're a really small.
Ooh,
business.
that is a tall order. Easiest way to remove hair algae from Java moss. That's rough.
Good luck, friend. Tweezers and a lot of patience.
If you wanted to risk it, you could hit it with hydrogen peroxide. But if you get too much, you're going to kill all your Java moss too. So that's a dangerous game.
I would just pull as much as you could off, I think.
If it was me, I would do hydrogen peroxide, but I've done it a lot. So I feel like I can gauge how much to use.
I had so much I had so much that I wouldn't have cared, but I don't know how much you have. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't even know. What can I post a link for what? I don't even know what you're talking about. But no, you cannot post links because links are not allowed here. So no, you can't.
That's helpful.
I think they're talking to each other. I don't know what they're talking about. Put it in with a bunch of shrimp. Oh, I feel like it would take so long.
Yeah, that would take forever.
I feel like shrimp are the worst algae eaters. Everyone always says get a mono shrimp, but
No,
you
they
need like 5,000 of mono shrimp to get rid of like an inch of algae.
A mono shrimp do not eradicate that. Like that's not. No.
Favorite chips? There's a weird question. Are you talking about fries or? Get it? Depending on what side of the pond you're on.
Yes.
You don't get it.
No, I have no idea.
Isn't UNS all USA? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that's all completely
Favorite
USA.
chips?
That's a really good question. I like those Hawaiian spicy barbecue chips. Those are really good.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them my favorite. I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite. I'm kind of chipped out. There's so much crap.
Chipped out, man.
Like,
you know what my favorite chips are? The ones I make, because I can make chips.
You can't even eat chips anymore without being full of poison. Of course, it's been that way forever, but
it's true. Also, God, there's nothing wrong with a good old nacho Doritos. Who doesn't love those, right? Those are delicious. They're horrible, but they're delicious.
Nothing has worked better for algae than ram's horns. Anabantoids are underrated. Prove me wrong. I think they're pretty popular.
Yeah, I would say because that bettas fall in that category.
One of the most popular fish in the hobby here.
Gourami are all and those are, to be fair, those are widely kept. But I think that there are lesser known anabantids that are very cool that are underappreciated. So, like Tenopoma, Microtenopoma.
I'm eating Pringles I can't do Pringles anymore. And this is not
pop?
just a Pringles thing. I'm sure this is everything, but there's that person on he's on all the social media, but he'll go like buy food from the grocery store.
Oh God! Ew.
And the last one he did was Pringles, and he zoomed in on it, and there was so many like bugs crawling around in the Pringles.
That's not good.
Oh, it was like little wormy looking things. It was so gross.
They aren't even allowed to call them chips. They have to call them crisps because they're not chips. They're not made. They're like not real. So.
And I'm sure that's everything, but.
Not everything, but yeah, a lot of it. A lot of it's just absolute crap. Like 99% of it.
Pringles,
the
mechanically separated and reformed form of chip.
Exactly.
What do you think of trapdoor snails? I'm not even like a big snail person. I don't mind snails in my tanks, but I don't go, like I had mystery snails once and they were kind of a pain. I love Malaysian trumpet snails. Trapdoor snails, they're cool, but would I ever get one? Probably not.
I love rabbit snails. They're my favorite.
Rabbit snails are really cool.
The orange are
but I'd probably never get them
my
again.
favorite. Their shells are very susceptible to rot because people don't keep them in the correct conditions.
There's a link from Jody that might be for you, but you're probably going to have to go to the stream on your phone.
Jeez. Okay. Oh, good. She's helping me because I'm stupid and I can't figure out what's going on. Cool. Thank you, Jody.
Are we getting anything from Amazon here? Cause
is that happening right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pacifier clips.
Oh, yeah, and my card holders.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it is?
Pacifier clips.
Oh, they screwed me. Yep.
Yes. Well, we need those because if she tosses one more of those damn things on the ground.
I'm returning these card holders anyways, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, those are here.
I'm sick and tired of those passies getting knocked around.
Are Pringles basically mashed potatoes that are dried? That sounds about right.
Reconstituted. Yeah. Ooh, here we go. Okay. Open this invite on the band app. Ooh, I'm getting somewhere here. Request to join.
The place I'm moving to has a private garage. Thinking about putting in an IBC tote in there and raising tilapia and giant gourami for food. Isn't tilapia kind of gross? I heard it doesn't taste good, but what do I know? I've never had it.
I'll be back in a second.
BRB. LOL.
What?
Huh?
Don't BRB. Don't ever associate that with me. I'll never say BRB.
Cross River puffers, ABI, Dubosii, all like trapdoor snails. I wouldn't mind a Cross River. Cross River is probably the biggest I would go as far as puffers at this point. I'm not gonna do Fahaka. I'm not gonna do a Mabu again.
There we go.
But I would do a Cross River.
Yeah, Cross Rivers are much more manageable, I think, than what he mentioned prior.
Mackie got tired of me looking at him. He covered the door to his hide so I can't see him.
Yeah, they like to feel secure.
He just wants some privacy.
Yeah, they like to feel like they're safe. Sometimes mine would sleep in really late in her little cave, and I'd want to bother her, and she would not have it. Like she was very particular.
If you send me the good beef jerky, nobody sent me beef jerky in a while. I'm kind of sad.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I used to just get random beef
Such
jerky
a
in the mail.
diva. I know. I remember that.
Tilapia is kind of gross, like catfish. Some are okay, taste dirty.
I agree with that. I've had some tilapia that tasted excellent. I've had others that I'm like, oh, tastes like a bottom feeder. But that's the same goes with catfish. I've had really good catfish, and I've had really bad catfish.
If I'm eating particle chicken and calling it a nugget, I can eat particle potatoes and call them chips.
So shut up, everybody.
Also, the particle onion rings from Burger King. She does like those.
Those, and I've explained to him the reason why I like them is because they have chopped up the onion, dehydrated it, rehydrated it. It's not like that nasty, juicy, crispy onions. Like, bleh. I can't stand that. That's disgusting. Like when I get a Western bacon cheeseburger, I will tell you this. I pull the onion out of the onion ring because it's sickening. I just really hate the texture more than anything. It's so gross. I'm much more about texture than I am taste. I don't mind the taste of an onion, but I can't handle that texture. It's horrifying. I think I did this right. Hopefully my question answering was appropriate.
Tilapia is a chicken breast of fish.
It is. It tastes like nothing. It really doesn't even have. I love sea bass. I love whitefish, like swordfish. I really like.
Will says I'll probably get some of the algae eating shrimp. I probably ask a pet store to get me 250 ghost shrimp or like 100 or something. I would go with the ghost shrimp.
I would too. Yeah.
Or like 100 Amanos.
Bland and dry. Yeah, it is dry.
Actually, if you want something that's actually going to live for a while, I would get like 100 Amanos.
Ew, onion slime. Gross. I wonder what the main diet of a hairy puffer in the wild. Look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Look it up. I'm sure it'll tell you.
VR fish room tour, that'd be cool. I don't know anything about the VR stuff. I see people wearing those VR headsets and like smashing their TVs and like running into walls.
So funny.
And like the worst is like when they get scared and like I'm like, it's not real. Why are you scared?
False.
I don't know. But again, I've never tried it, so I don't know.
Slimy onion rings are the worst. Totally. Agreed.
I've been watching Rob Bob's Aquaponics, and he talks about growing fish for food and
a lot
veggies
of it's
out of tub ponds.
Yeah, a lot of that is
Yeah,
tilapia.
I mean, you know, if I can get my own property someday, I would probably do something like that.
Hydroponics and use fish to help the whole. It's a whole thing.
I don't like it when I see like the tilapia tubs. They're like in 100-gallon tub or something. And I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah. If it's done correctly, it's really smart and very viable, but I think a lot of times people try and cut corners with that kind of stuff and it doesn't go well. Yes, that, Barbara. When you bite in, the whole thing comes out. I'm like, could we have cooked this?
It's because onion rings are disgusting
No,
in
they're
general.
not.
Gross.
Ugh, Burger Kings are phenomenal.
Awesome blossom.
Extra awesome. Yeah, I don't like that.
Vibe says, and we gotta run. Thanks for the live stream, y'all. Bye.
Later.
See you later. Legion says, I think I'm gonna pick up some horse-faced loaches. I love how they acted when I saw them in Corey's 800. Yeah, just get the dwarf ones, unless you have the room.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I heard Bob already say this, and then I realized I rewound 30 minutes somehow.
Oh, shoot.
I do that all the time.
Girl, why is he
It's so
talking about this
annoying.
again? Shut up. It's funny.
First time I've used Pirate Ship to ship fish. I have to say, wow, what a sight. I only use Pirate Ship. And now you get like a 85% discount.
Oh my God, it made a huge difference when we shipped those.
Yeah, it's even a bigger discount now.
Really?
I think I got 87. I get 87% off now.
Aquarium top 10 best pet fish starts with betta, goldfish, mbuna cichlid. Gross.
Those companies do so much harm to this hobby.
Why do they want to kill the hobby? I don't even understand.
Like,
it's so
I was in PetSmart the other day, and there's like a 20-gallon tank, and it's like perfect for a goldfish. I'm like, what goldfish? Like all this, they don't even they're ruining their own business.
Yeah.
Like, someone's gonna buy that, they're gonna get a goldfish, it's gonna die, and that person's never gonna come back.
All
to the
that I
hobby.
can think they're trying to do is force you to then buy more stuff because you don't have the correct stuff. But what actually happens is people just kill fish and then get mad at the stores. Like it's their fault, because it's not. They're just peddling that crap.
When I was a kid, we raised rainbow trout. That was pretty cool.
That would be cool. I loved orange roughy, then found out they were called slime heads, which was gross enough, and now they aren't really sold anymore. No, I don't see a whole lot of roughy. Bass, like I said, sea bass.
No, but I can find it. Legion.
I love salmon. I know salmon's really hit or miss for a lot of people. You either love it or you hate it. Colorado trout, sturgeon, and halibut. I love halibut. Halibut's delicious. I forgot about halibut. Yeah, halibut's really good.
There you go.
Really good. Look at those cute little
Say
babies.
that name.
Acanthopsoides robertsi.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
They're very inexpensive too.
Yeah, that's.
I want to say, if I remember correctly, they get about 4 inches, whereas just the normal horse-faced loach gets much larger.
Yeah, you guys should do that. Support your local pet stores and community if you can, if you have one. I love crappie, but live at the beach. I know what it is. I know what it is. Can I ever you would do that, and you would, if I said anything, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm making a joke," but I can't.
Oh, is that what I sound like?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly. I like raw salmon. I like raw salmon better. I would prefer, if I could have one way for the rest of my life, it'd be raw. It's delicious. But it has to be, you know, obviously very high quality.
Only like raw salmon.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Gross.
I always get the chicken sandwich at Burger King. Hey, that's funny. Jamaica. The old, yeah, they changed it. Sushi's the best. I love it. Ironic. I remember everybody, like, my friends and family were like, you eat sushi even though you keep fish? That was something annoying that people would say to me. Whenever I think of annoying things non-aquarium keepers say to people who keep aquariums, that's one of them.
Will I Bond 0007 says, talking about the green leaf algae eating shrimp, everyone swears by those, how they're much better than Amanos. I've never kept them, so I don't know, but I would be interested in trying those at some point. Thanks, you're welcome. I hope you get some. This is like the first time I've ever looked at them at the West Spot where they didn't have them in stock.
Yeah, they seem to always have them.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Now I want to look at all the loaches to see what they have.
Botia.
Let's see. What do we got here?
Ew, anything mushy is disgusting. I can't handle it.
I like some good soggy
Okay,
cereal.
why did I even say... That you should be, like, I don't know, something bad because of the way you eat cereal. That could have been the one thing that killed this for me is when I found out what he does to his cereal. I was horrified.
What is a hog loach? I don't know that I'm familiar with that one.
Ooh, Lepidocephalichthys. Wow.
There we go.
That's quite the name.
Oh, it looks like 100 other loaches that look like that.
It sure does.
Kind of looks like a zipper
it's
loach
like a mini
almost.
dojo loach. Look at its face. Very dojo loach-esque.
The thing I love about loaches is how cheap they are. You can literally buy a ton of them.
Except for hill streams.
Arrow loaches. They all look.
When you get into the hill, oh, there we go. See, yeah, $23.99 is a little bit
we're in the
more.
out of stock section. Okay, here we go. Saddleback.
Zebra.
Shistura.
What?
Paracanthocobitis pictilis.
Love the names of these. They're excellent. Serpenticobitis octozona.
Or Mosiana.
This is fun.
Chinianayay.
I'm a piranha.
I'm a piranha.
That's so funny. Salmon
Micronimilachilius.
These are great. I'm a fan. I love a good...
The worst thing is people who melt their ice cream.
Don't even get me started on... If the ice cream we get is so much as a little melted and then is refrozen, I can't eat it.
See, Jody, that's exactly what I was thinking.
What?
She says, I'm going to be honest, I have both the Amano and the green leaf algae eating shrimp, not an overwhelming difference.
Exactly. It probably eats it, but it's not eating it in large enough quantities that you're going to eradicate your issue. Like, that's
However, she says,
issue.
the green leaf algae eating shrimp are breeding in my aquarium. Started with 4, have 10 now.
There you go.
Only got 1 or 2 every month or so.
Free shrimp. Woo! Nothing better than that. I am doing a lot of trout art these days. Let me know if you ever... Oh, that's cool. Trout art.
I like a good brook trout.
I just think that's cool. I'd take anything.
Oh, man, I keep kicking this.
I want to get some leaf algae eating shrimp.
Prison Mike loves fish sticks.
Dance fish. That's so good.
Okay, sorry.
But it lasted less than 2 hours from the time. Oh, that sucks. I hate that. I do that with so many things where I used to like do the notification and I'd be like, oh, I'll get it in like an hour when I'm done doing this, and then they'd be gone. And I'm like, well, I'm an idiot. That's funny, Ross.
Wait, I feel like
Gruel omelets. Nothing but gruel. Oh,
what are you listening to?
Us. Remove what? What did I just do? I don't want to remove anything. God. Son of a biscuit. You don't stir your eyes. No, I do not do that. Oh, God, no. If I want a milkshake, that's the only time I want my ice cream stirred. Other than that, I do not want... I want it rock hard. Like, I want the spoon to bend when I stick it in to take a scoop. That's what I want. We do not need... Nobody needs a Savannah monitor, okay? Nobody.
I love Savannah monitors.
I do, too, but no one really keeps them correctly. It's very sad. They always die. That's the thing.
They need like 4 feet of digging space.
They need a lot more than people give them. So it's like an Oscar. It's like a Betta. It's like all the things that you just, people keep them wrong, and it's frustrating. If I was going to get a monitor, my next monitor is going to be a green tree monitor. Believe that. Like, I'm getting one of those before I die. And I really wouldn't want to shoot my wad on anything that isn't a green tree monitor. because that would cost quite a wad.
I'm going to shout out this fish again because they're still for sale, and I think people should buy them.
They are so cool.
The red-tailed Gara, folks. Stop sleeping on this
Go
fish.
get that little baby porpoise.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute, and it's just such a different-looking fish. I love it.
Also, I saw Dan listed a bunch of these today.
The Dementors were flying everywhere.
These are very, very nice. If you don't want to spend $90 on Equius, get some orange Venezuelans.
Ooh, I recommend a veiled chameleon if you are branching out into dragons.
Wait, what?
I personally would not.
What? Where?
Will.
Oh, I would never recommend.
I would
chameleons
never.
to
I
anyone.
kept one, and it never goes right with those.
Especially veils.
Veils are very, very. It's sad.
If you got to get one, get a Jackson's. They're probably the most durable.
The Jaguars are cool, but again, like you have to be committed to
Jaguar.
Yeah.
What's a Jaguar chameleon? Hey guys, sorry, huh?
Keep going. Keep
You
going.
think a panther?
Maybe I was. No, I'm thinking something else.
Hey guys, sorry I haven't been able to do an update on the 125 gallon at work. I've been trying to figure out what is wrong with the water. Can't even keep giant Danios alive longer than a day.
Who's this?
Ooh, that's
A
when it's time to
day?
just drain it and start over.
What could possibly be going on? Is it like high on ammonia? Have you tested it?
Gregory Potter says, I have 3 Venezuelans. Love them.
Now I'm curious, like, because a day, that's got to be ammonia. What else would do that? Have you tested the water? I'm very curious now. I'm like.
Garage Gills, hello. Here's a treat that sounds disgusting to me.
Oh no.
Take hard frozen ice cream and slowly drizzle half and half over it. It will freeze it into a creamy hard shell, and it is amazing.
Interesting.
I don't even know what half and half is, but
It's half heavy cream, half milk, I think.
ugh.
It's like what people use for coffee creamer. My dad used to use half and half. Hi, Curtis. Thank you, sir. I can keep a veil out 6 months plus a year. Male veil can be let go. Free range as long as you have females in a cage. I have a cool vid. Yeah, my female
Males
became
need a
egg bound.
hot- The problem with most chameleons is people can't keep it cool enough. They're very cool water, or a cool water. They're a very cool species. They like it cool.
So, and I just wanted to throw this out there. My veil got really sick and actually was taken to UC Davis. So, like, the #1 veterinary outfit in the country voted again. Like, they can work on anything, and they weren't able to save her. They're very difficult, and they'll even tell you, like, it's very hard to keep them healthy.
That's in Sacramento, I assume.
It's in Davis,
Mm-hmm.
which is right outside Sacramento. UC Davis, they just got voted again. They are the best of the best of the best, with honors.
Jody, if you ever have enough of those shrimp and start selling them, I'm on the waiting list. I will drive to Iowa to get them.
Oh, shoot. Iowa bound.
I've never had fried ice cream. I don't like ice cream enough to
Ooh.
even try that.
Okay, I love fried ice cream. My favorite Mexican food restaurant back home, which I took him to, they have really good fried ice cream.
I don't even like ice cream anymore. I want sorbet.
Oh, I got him on a sorbet kick.
I've never had sorbet until, like a couple months ago?
Yeah, I got him. It's the Talenti raspberry. Got him. It's so good. If you know about the Talenti raspberry sorbet, it's pretty damn good. Like,
Done all the
excellent.
API tests, even taken some water home and set up what substrate?
is it leaching ammonia? Wait, what are we talking
Well, if he's
about?
not testing for ammonia, then it's probably not.
Oh, he's
leaching
not. He
ammonia.
said he's not
I'm
testing.
just curious what substrate you're using.
Done all the API tests, even taking some water home.
Just
so.
curious.
Have you do you have a local fish store that could test your water for you too? Like, I don't know if I'm not saying it's just sometimes, who knows, it could be a faulty something. The only thing that I would think would be killing them within a day would be a crazy high amount of ammonia. That's all I could think of. Like, what else would do that?
I probably will never get a lizard, but if I did, I'd get one of those red-eyed, dragon-looking ones.
That you'll never see it.
You'll never see it.
That thing will never come out. They don't like to be handled. They don't want to see you. They don't want to know you exist. All of them. And I've been around
the red-eye crocodile skink
Yeah.
is what you're referring to.
or the white, either one, because there's a white eye and a red eye. I know you said red, but they're both. They don't come out ever. They're
Does
very
anyone
cool though.
keep a Knowles anymore? If I got seriously back into the hobby, I think a Knowles would be something that I'd want to get into.
Talk about a mistreated animal, Barbara. The anoles have gotten it for a long time.
So many cool species of anoles out there. They're just ridiculously beautiful.
The blue beauty anole might be one of the prettiest reptiles ever. Like, it's gorgeous. There's a lot, like you said, a lot. Then we have an anole, the false chameleon.
That is an anole.
He's very, very cool. It's not what you think typically, you know, in your head about the little brown and green anoles. You see like feeder lizards, which breaks my heart. I hate that, but again, very mistreated.
Love that Talente.
Yeah, the Talente is so good.
Except the lids are freaking impossible to get off.
Oh my god, you should see us struggle with these. We get so angry. They're so hard to open because they're frozen solid, just like I like them. So good.
If anyone wants brown anoles, I have 1,000 of them in my yard. That'd be so cool.
Oh, I want 1,000 brown anoles. I had fence lizards and alligator lizards, which the alligator lizards are like non-existent anymore. I have not tried Caribbean coconut, Jody. I am not a big coconut fan. I like coconut like in some applications, but not just on the whole, you know? Like it could be in things or along with other things sometimes, and I'm like, okay. Like O's cereal has like coconut something in there and I really like it, but other than that I'm like, eh. But I could see it, just the consistency of their sorbet is perfect for me. Like it's not icy, it's almost like creamy without being, you know, dairy based, which is impressive. Like little Pokemon.
Okay,
they do look like little Pokemon, and I'm glad. Like, I'm sorry to be a dream killer, but I just would hate for you to ever, you know, get your one reptile and you never see it, and that would suck.
I mean, look, they're so cool.
They are very cool. Mind you, night anoles are cool too. A lot of them don't love being handled. Like even our false chameleon is like F off most of the time. He'll like open his mouth at me. He'd never bite me, but he'll open his mouth at me, and I'm like, fine. A lot of them are
really rad.
See how it's trying to bite them already? A lot of them have a lot of attitude, but they're so freaking cool. And not all animals need to be handled. So, blue beauty. Gorgeous. Cuban night anole. Gorgeous. Look at that blue beauty. That green is like just amazing. Big fan. Look at the baby. Oh, that's annoying. Trying to sell them as red-throated. I've had both. I've had red-throated, and they were the same $100, just or $50 like the rest of them. It's silly.
These guys.
Very cool. Look at the eyes. That looks like a cartoon character on a TV program. Like that.
Program?
Yes, that is such a. I'm watching my stories.
I'm watching my program.
That's my program. The phylogenetic tree of anole lizards, HHMI, biointeractive video, great video. A lot of different anoles. There are some cool ones. Yeah, there's a lot. They run deep, just like skinks. There's so many anoles and skinks, and we focus on like everyone wants a freaking bearded dragon. Like, come on, guys. There's other stuff out there.
We got into those sorbets, Costco sales that come in coconut shell and citrus peels.
Yeah. I've had those. I like the orange one.
I'm getting hungry. I'm really hungry.
I'm quite hungry.
Didn't we have lunch? Why am I so hungry?
Because it was a piddly amount.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what other word to use other than piddly, because that's what it was.
Lumi has strawberries.
My current favorite lizards are green keel belly lizards. That's a good favorite, Christopher. Emerald tree skinks. We got 4 emerald tree skinks right behind us. I've had this colony for about 4 years now. They are amazing. I have a male and 3 females, and they've laid eggs and had babies once, too.
Oh, budget bonsai. I am so jealous. Just got back from Rio Grande Valley, and it was great to see Texas spotted whiptail everywhere.
What?
And horny toads. I love horny toads.
Oh, the blood squirting from their eyes, I thought was... I had a book on them when I was a kid, and I would have killed to see the blood squirt from their eyes. God. So cool. Such a cool adaptation. Don't you wish you could do something like that?
Ross has 5 1.5 to 1.75 Kalitawa juveniles starting to color.
Oh, shit.
$130 shipped overnight. Is that on Aquabid, I can assume?
Oh, excuse me. Pardon.
And I am certainly okay with people advertising fish they have for sale in the chat. I got no problems with that.
Used to have a corn snake, but it never was out unless I pulled him out. Yeah, that's common. So when you friend said he wanted to try and breed it with his female, I didn't hesitate. Yeah, they don't... You know, if you want, I felt like I'm a broken record. If you want a handleable animal that's out interactive, get Schneider skinks. It'd be really easy.
You might also just have very, very bad tap water. Like, have you tested the tap water?
Like without any.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just by itself. Good idea. Good answer.
We're using black diamond substrate from PetSmart. I didn't think it would be that. I'm just curious what you were using, but I would test the water, and you might. There's so many poisons in our tap water. Like, you're not even supposed to drink tap water anymore. It's so bad. So who knows? It could be anything.
They just had something come out that was like, you guys, guess what? Fluoride's bad for you. Like, literally this huge thing that I just saw there. I'm like, really?
Not only that, like,
really?
Ours tests for, like, pharmaceuticals and all kinds of crap in the
crazy.
water. It's gross.
Sadly, one horned toad was in the beak of a roadrunner. Oh,
Meep, meep.
Oh, no. They got to eat, too. That's terrible. Oh, what a waste. But I love roadrunners. I always thought it was such a crock that the real roadrunners looked nothing like the roadrunner. Acme's roadrunner. Like, it was totally wrong. It looked like an ostrich. I was like, thanks for misleading me in my childhood. It's very upsetting.
I used to keep horny toads as a kid in Colorado. Great. Yes, I remember when you could buy them for like $20 at the local pet store. And I always wanted them, but I never had ants. Like, now you don't need ants for them, but I never got them because I knew I would never have enough ants.
I was gonna say, yeah, get amphibians. Then you don't have to handle them at all. You can just look at them and they're pretty.
Amphibians need a lot of love too. They're very underrepresented in the hobby.
Yes, they do. As dart frogs they're starting to pop up a lot more places. They're far
sell
more
them at Petco now,
far
which is
more
crazy.
accessible than they used to be. So I feel like that would be quite and they don't need a ton of space, most of them. So you just have to have lots of moisture.
Can we get some FFL stats here from someone? I'm curious if we ever popped over 100. I stopped paying attention.
I'm having an orange for my tree. Yum.
Microplastics in every bottle water go into our ball bags.
That's a great way to put it, Ross.
When I was your age, we couldn't get a heat pad when I wanted horned toads. I never trusted heat pads. I still don't.
No.
Frogs aren't reptiles.
That's funny because I was like, get amphibians. But yes, frogs are not reptiles. That is very true. Hunting the horny back toad. I think no one knows that that's the line in that song, and that's what it says. I think I was one of the only people to ever know that because people would look at me like, what? Like, that's from Hello, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Yes, salamanders and newts are cool, but they're free. I couldn't have anything in California of that nature. They hate on it, all of it. They don't want you to have any of it. But I kept newts growing up, firebelly newts and rosy newts. They're pretty cool.
I would just drive to Nevada, get what I wanted, and drive back.
Well, Capitol Aquarium used to get some stuff that wasn't technically legal, but if you used it for scientific or teaching purposes, they'd sell it. You know what I mean? Like, so we got some stuff there that they didn't check anything to make sure we were using it for
FFL stats is not working.
Purposes. Oh.
My keyboard is really far away, so it's kind of annoying. I have to get lean all the way forward, so
it's a lot.
Still working on the setup here. No one got my Archer. I've never seen Archer.
I've only seen bits and pieces of it, which is ironic because I love H. John Benjamin, and I loved his mom, the lady who plays his mom, because she's Lucille Bluth on Arrested Development. But I never got into Archer for some reason. Yeah, fire bellies are sweet. Loved mine. It's great. I made 10,000 in 10 gallons raising dart frogs. You heard it there, buddy. That's amazing. What kind of dart frogs were you raising? Saw my first alligator snapping turtle in the wild last summer. True living dinosaur. Yeah, those things are wild. My neighbor's brother caught one and had one for a long time, and they're actually really good pets. They make really good pets. They're solid ass turtle. Like they're like tanks. They've survived forever for a reason.
Look, diamondback terrapins, $125.
Where? Wow. Under $200 shipped? That's a good deal. I haven't seen them available for, I think we've looked and we haven't been able to find them. That's not bad at all. Max viewers 105, so we did hit over 100.
Hey yo.
Current 92 though. They said, F this noise, we're out.
I wonder how much I have to give away to get over 200. That seems to be you gotta buy your viewers now.
That's fun.
Linky only like Zenny.
Sorry. Look at that Fly River, $1,500. 4-inch length.
I'm not a fan of Rhino, but I got out of my way to help highlight and buff around here. Dark frogs are great. Adoratus and man, I want the painted mantellas. That's what I
like
pick.
glass frogs. I think those are probably my favorite. If I was to frog, I'd probably do glass frogs. I can never remember. I think it's a blue-eyed glass frog. I can't. Dave Kaufman did a tour of some guy's private breeding collection of frogs, and this guy's got insane stuff, and I can't remember exactly what the type was, but I want to say it was like a blue-eyed glass frog or something. It was so cool.
I think the dart frog market has kind of crashed, but
it's a lot of work to keep. A lot of times, it's a lot of work just to keep their enclosures as nice as they make them to begin with. It's like maintaining the plants and the water and the humidity.
What's the best thing to get at Home Depot for a patio pond? I have no idea.
A stock tank.
Yeah, I don't even know what they sell there. So
they have stock tanks. So I guess I would say stock tank. And depending on how big, I mean, they have different sizes. They have the oval ones. They have the big round ones. Plastic, metal. You choose.
You can also just add things like, I will delete this when it's over to the titles. Or we could just, I say we, but mainly me, could just do better at streaming. I've been pretty stagnant as far as streaming is concerned.
We've been pretty stagnant with everything.
Hopefully, next week we are changing it up a little bit with an actual topic.
I'm excited.
And a talk, actually, hopefully. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but
excited.
We've got all week to plan it, so we'll see how
I
it
was
goes.
so excited. I thought it was this week, and I already started planning it. So my favorite fish. Very excited to talk about my favorite fish. The Azurias are pretty, but like God, they're just everywhere. I mean, it's like it's like all you see, really. And I get it; it's what people think is so pretty and blah 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 blah, and it is. But
But anyways, it's about that time. It's been an hour and a half. We got to get the dogs out.
Whip.
And
how dare you?
Get ready for the next stream. So members, don't forget.
Everyone's trying to piss me off right before we leave. Fluval AC are awesome. I hate South Park. All right, good day. That's enough.
I don't like the first couple seasons of South Park.
I do. I like all of them. Well, not the newer ones.
The new ones suck too. There's like 10 good seasons out of 30.
Thanks, Zen. That's nice of you, making excuses for us.
And dart frog prices are very low right now. It's actually a good time to buy. All reptiles are down in price right now. Sorry, not all commonly available prices are down right now. Streams over already. Yeah, it's been an hour and a half. We got one more to do, so we got to prep for that. How many gallons does an outdoor tank need to be temperature stable? It depends on where you live.
Yep.
Also depends on the depth. Like you could have a 100-gallon tank that's 6 inches deep. That's not going to do anything for you.
That would be really interesting, though. I'd love to see that.
All right, everyone. If we don't see you in about 20 minutes, then we will see you all next week. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you have a great week. And thanks for coming out. And we really appreciate it. Hope you have, like I said, a great week. And go buy fish, use our codes, all that fun stuff. And that's all. That's all I got. You got anything?
No, I'm just going to co-sign on all that.
All right.
That's it.
South Park sucks.
No.